Booyah! Absolutely kick-ass, over the top, lots of horsepower, great handling, and it looks cool. Look at this thing.
Bitchin Rides featured Dave Kindig from the Salt Lake City and Utah-based company Kindig It Designs, as he shows off the process of restoring different automobiles. Bitchin Rides was undoubtedly successful in its debut season, and it's currently due for a 10th season after becoming Motor Trend's most popular series. In each episode of Bitchin Rides, Dave and his crew meet with a prospective client, review the car they want to restore, and once both parties reach an agreement, they create a design and start working on it. Dave and his team of experts take the car, tear it down, and rebuild it to make it a beautiful piece like the featured 33 Ford Tudor. The 30-plus age men did exceptionally well to make Bitchin Rides a success, but for the business aspect of the show, only a few men appear on stage, so let's talk about them. Dave Kindig.
I think a little bit of hard work makes an honest person out of somebody. Sweeping the floors, mopping, doesn't matter to me. I like a clean shop, I like to do things and get them done right.
Dave Kindig, the star of the Bitchin Rides, is an American car designer and entrepreneur known for his exploits at the custom fabrication automotive shop Kindig It Designs. Dave was born in 1971 in Salt Lake City, Utah, United States, hence the alias for his reality TV show Salt Lake Garage. Dave has grown to be a celebrity, but very little is known about his childhood, and nothing can be said about his parents. However, a popular quote by Dave confirmed that he had a rough childhood. Growing up very poor, it was easy for me to imagine having more than I had because I had nothing. Also, I'm 100% self-taught. Dave worked at Performance Coatings in Salt Lake City for 8 years before quitting. He cashed out his 401k and started his Kindig It Designs business with his wife in the family's garage. A few months after they began the business, they moved to the southern part of Salt Lake City, Utah to expand the business. Dave's business, Kindig It Designs, is one of the few popular auto shops in the US. He and his team create a masterpiece from pieces and spend a lot of time doing that while also charging a lot of bucks. Building a business on a passion for Lego, instinct, and Hot Wheels isn't for everyone, but Dave proved that wrong. I built many big cars with my Legos and used parts such as wheels and axles from other toys to make my creations. I love drawing too, so I went from drawing bugs to drawing hot rods. Dave studying beetle changed his story. He was fascinated by the creature, but since he couldn't create one, he decided to give another form of beetle a chance. Dave started drawing different pictures of cars that share familiarities with Beetle till his drawing made it to a popular magazine, where Velocity executives saw it and decided to give him a chance to host his own show. Dave is still active on the show, which last aired in January 2023. Bitchin Rides won't be a success without Dave. Dave's personal life also contributed to the show. Remember, Dave started his business with his wife, Charity, who also doubles as the vice president of the company. Now, you might have seen couples helping each other out in their auto shops, but the Kindig duo are a perfect match because Charity is a car person just like her partner. So, before you go on thinking Dave talked her into working with him, Charity has been interested in cars since childhood, and Dave's business wouldn't have been successful without her help. The duo has been thinking about starting the business for a long time, but Charity convinced Dave to wait until after they had their first child so she could be of help rather than a burden in the shop. Presently, Dave, Charity, and their kids, Drew and Bailey, all work in the shop as a family. Charity and Bailey work in the spare parts section while also helping the shop increase its online presence by effectively managing social media. Bailey also went on to help her dad write his company's bio to increase their chances of converting prospective customers to clients. On the other hand, Drew is more interested in metal fabrication. He's had first-hand experience working on real projects like jet wings and door handles at Kindig It Designs. Since they all play a role in the company, none will be leaving the show soon, and Kindig It Designs will be in good hands if Dave and Charity eventually consider retiring. When not working, Dave spends time with his family. Also, he helped Bailey master her drawings to secure the reputation of his company, which won the GM Design Award in 2007 and also features in the documentary My Classic Car in 2013. BRYCE Green.
And then we're going to shoot this thing into epoxy primer. This thing's moving. We're really excited for it. It's going to look good.
BRYCE is another important figure that graced Bitchin Rides as a fabricator and welder. BRYCE learned car restoration the hard way after his father allowed him to use his 1968 beater Mustang when he was 16, and he crashed it. Since he was careless with the car, his father refused to restore it, and Bryce was forced to restore it himself. Bryce ended up loving every bit of the restoration, and he developed a knack for cars. He went on to join Kindig It Designs in 2013 after his education, taking up a position as a welder. After 3 years of dedication, he was promoted to a managerial position. On the 14th of February 2020, the executives of Bitchin Rides announced to the public that Bryce would no longer be a part of the team. The sudden news shocked the fans, as Bryce has been a crucial part of the show since he joined in 2013. However, Bryce had already made up his mind to move on to more extraordinary things. The team also thanked Bryce for his service to the shop throughout his stay and wished him the best in his future endeavors. Bryce later went on his social media page to inform his fans and his reasons for leaving Bitchin Rides. He resigned to launch his own business, Kindig Custom Rides, where he offers a variety of standing block kits and tools that are vital to restoration. Presently, Bryce is busy with his business, which is doing great. He has now taken his business to the next level as he sells several products ranging from microfiber pads to polishes. Kevin Sheila.
This is safety for my eyes, so they don't get burned by that bright light.
Kevin also grew up loving cars. While other kids spend just their day with Legos, Kevin spends all day and night studying cars, and he still has that culture imbued in him. Kevin stays up all night to ensure Kindig It Designs projects are free of errors and are finished at the perfect time. While Dave is a show star, Kevin, the shop's foreman, also plays a crucial role. Kevin, popularly called the mother trucker because of the shop's big rig he drives around, gives the viewers a tour of all the cars Bitchin Rides is rebuilding. Each car they work on is unique and totally different from the one they've worked on before. Some of Kevin's best works in the series include a 57 Chevy Corvette, an ancient 33 Ford Tudor, and a beastly Audi R8 Spider. Like his boss and friend Dave, Kevin loves a private life, so very little of his personal information is available online. Although there are some rumors about him going out with Melanie Neff, Kevin hasn't confirmed it, and his social media posts are usually about his work, so we might need to wait for a wedding picture to confirm the rumor. Kevin still works at Kindig It Designs, according to the information on the website of the show, and has no plans to leave the show anytime soon. Eric Larson. Eric began his metal fabrication career right from childhood. He grew up in St. George, Utah, before moving to Salt Lake City in 2006 in search of better opportunities. Fortune eventually smiled on Eric in 2013 when a fabricator was needed to fill the vacant position in the shop. Eric passed the interview with his vast experience as a fabricator, and the rest, they say, is history. Eric works in welding, metal, and fiberglass section, so if you see any masterpiece made with fiberglass or metal that is breathtaking, it's definitely the work of Eric. As of 2023, Eric is still working with Kindig It Designs as their fabricator, according to the information on the website. The cast members of Bitchin Rides are doing great in their space, even though only a few have left to start their own business. The rest are probably gearing up to give their fans another fantastic season of Bitchin Rides later in 2023.